Hello, my name is John Sawyer, and today I'm going to be talking about the video game that I'm helping to make in a development diary, and that video game is called Safe Zone, which is about surviving a zombie apocalypse. So, this is just the program that I'm using to code it in. It's called Unity, and, well, let's get right on into it. Now, everything you're going to see is work in progress because I'm not done with it yet. I just wanted to show the build where it stands right now, and then talk about what needs to be done in order to reach our first alpha that is an actual game, and not just something that's being worked on. So, this is our main menu, and you've got buttons for starting the game, loading the game, options, and so forth. Let's go ahead and head right on into it. This is the character create screen, which you're going to see every time you start up a new game. You've got different fields here, and I'll go ahead and run through what all of these are. So the name, just whatever you want to name your character. I'm going to go with Jack, because that's the name of the sprite that I've been using so far. And then starting location. There's a higher population, that means there's more zombies in the area, whereas a lower population will have less zombies. So we're going to go ahead and go with Memphis, because that's the only location I've made so far. Professions, you can think of this as your character class, your starting class. If you click on it, you'll notice it'll populate different fields over here. But if you look at the doctor, he doesn't do a lot of damage, he's not very accurate, but he does a lot of healing, and he lets you use first aid kits twice, which is very useful. But then you look at the police officer, and he's got a lot more damage, he's a lot more accurate, he even has more hit points, and he increases the accuracy of everybody in his party. So you'll want to make a decision about which one is going to help you out for each playthrough, and which one you feel like playing that day. Now, some of these professions are locked. You'll notice I can't click on them because I haven't unlocked them yet. There are going to be different ways to unlock character classes as you progress through the game. Beating the game is going to unlock a bunch. Beating the game on a different difficulty is going to unlock different people. Meeting some characters in the game will unlock their character class for you. You'll notice that some of these are special. Each of the special ones requires a specific event to unlock them, and we're keeping those secret right now. Up here are the different character stats for your character. You'll notice that there's a button next to each one. Clicking on it sets the focus to that stat, and you can focus in up to 3 stats. Focus means that when you level up, that stat is going to get more points than it would have otherwise. So by focusing my hit points, my morale, and my fortune, every time I level up, I become harder to kill, I become harder to scare, and I become just a little luckier. So we'll go ahead and leave that as it is. This score multiplier here, starting in a harder area increases your score, means you get more points once you win. You can also increase your score multiplier by setting up different modifiers, like making the zombies harder to kill, or making there be more zombies. You can also make your score multiplier smaller if you use modifiers that make the game easier. And then the trait, this just talks about what skill your class comes with. So, like I said, the police officer increases the accuracy of the entire party. Clear fields, if I wanted to redo all of this, I can hit that and it would just refresh this page. But we're going to go ahead and start and jump right into it. This is the map screen, or it will be the map screen once I make a map for it. The map would show the different locations you can reach and so on. Right now there's only one location because I've only made one location, so there isn't a map that shows where other locations are that you can get to. It does show your current party. Right now the only person in my party is Jack, the one I started with. As you travel along, you'll get the opportunity to put more people into your active party. Inventory lets you manage your guns and other items. So, travel is where I would plan a route through the map, so I could set what locations I want to go to next. If I wanted to talk about how long it was going to take me to get here, that's set through pace. If I set it to grueling, that means I'm going to get there faster, but it also means I'm going to be less careful as I'm moving along, and therefore I'll attract more zombies. Setting it to cautious, by contrary example, It means it'll take me longer to get there, but I'll attract less zombies along the way. Rations, that's how much food I'm eating as I'm going along. Food determines how much health you recover as you travel. So if I have double rations, it means I'll be getting back more health, but I'll also be using up more food. And I might want to set that to half if I know I don't have a lot of food and I still have a long way to go before I'm likely to find any. Once I've set up a route to travel along and I've set up a pace and rations to go along with it, stop will switch to go and I'll be able to start moving. And then once it's set to go, I can click it again to stop. So that'll help me with moving along. Scavenge will bring me to the scavenge screen, which is going to be the next screen I show you, where you move around looking for supplies and fighting zombies. Fortify lets you create a fortification on the map where you can fight zombies from. You'll choose barricades, set up traps, and then once the zombie horde reaches you, if you're at a fortification, you can fight them there. Over here we're going to have a screen that shows you information about how many zombies are currently following you. Right now it's blank because there are not more than one location, so the zombies can't move from one location to another to chase you. But once that's set up, it'll show you how many zombies are currently following you and how long it's going to take for them to get to you, so you'll know just about how much time you have to scavenge for supplies and then set up a fortification. So let's go ahead and pop into the scavenge screen and get to show you Jack, our lovely little sprite. Say hi to everybody, Jack. And Jack's going to walk around a bit. You'll notice he's got full animations and so on, but you'll also notice that he's kind of the most boring sprite you've ever seen because these are work-in-progress arts, and we're still looking for an artist to make a slightly more interesting Jack for you. But just because we're looking for one doesn't mean I can't create the animation class that lets them walk around. So Jack is on a tile background. Now I've got different tiles for desert, different tiles for broken grass, different tiles for asphalt, and so on, which is how that we've created the scene for this particular demonstration location. Eventually, we're going to have different zones, green grass, and bigger city streets, and carpet, and housing walls, and so on. But for this demo, I just wanted something that I could set up very quickly. Eventually, we're also going to have zombies, but I'm having a particular problem with the zombie class where they won't chase you, they just kind of stand there. So, I went ahead and pulled him out so that I could show this while I work on fixing that. So, that's where we're at so far. So, where do we go from here? Now, the first thing that I need is a way to make this stage faster, because right now I have to set each tile individually, and it takes a lot. Even setting this up took a long time. I'd like to be able to automate that process a little bit. And then I obviously need to get the zombies fixed so that they work again, but I think I'm going to work on something else before I put more time into that, because I think I need to clear my head from that particular problem. After that, once I can create these locations faster, I can get more people who aren't quite as good at programming as I am to help me create those locations, which will free me up to make the map. And so then you'll be able to plan your route, have different locations to go to, and have zombies to fight. And then we'll be able to create item pickups, and at that point it'll be a game that people can play and have fun with, as opposed to just this little work in progress. So that's our current goal for creating the first alpha. Having zombies you can fight, having maps you can go to, and having locations you can explore. After that, there's certainly not going to be done. There's a lot of stuff we want to add to the game, and we'll be going over that in future development videos. I hope you had fun listening to me talk about the game that I wanted to make, and I hope to be able to put more of these out as I work on other game elements. So, say bye to everybody, Jack. Goodbye. And, well, I'll see you at the next video.